Police Lieutenant General C. Chiquito Malayo was born on October 2, 1966 in Tanjay City, Negros Oriental, to Mr. Antonio Malayo and Mrs. Juana Miparanum. Chick, as he was fondly called, is the third child among 5 siblings, a consistent outstanding student. He had his elementary education in Jose Rotea Memorial School and the then East Negros Institute, now the Diaz College, for his high school, where he was the recipient of the Maria Diaz Scholarship, all in Tanjay City, Negros Oriental. With his desire to achieve something for himself, poverty never stopped him from dreaming big. In 1983, he took up civil engineering at Silliman University, Dumaguete City, as a grantee of the government's Study Now, Pay Later program, and joined the Corps of Officers of the Silliman ROTC. Inspired by this training, he entered the Philippine Military Academy in 1985 with less than 100 in his pocket, but bringing with him his dreams, aspirations, and the strongest faith. He graduated as a member of the Makatao class in 1989, imbued with a deep sense of patriotism and love for the country. He desired to serve the Philippine Army, but destiny says otherwise. As a young lieutenant, along with his classmates, he immediately took up the SAF Ranger course to further his competency in combat operations before field deployment, and later on had the following tactical training: medium risk close protection course by the United Nations Mission in Kosovo, Baker Piston course by the U.S. Special Forces, and scuba diving course. During his junior years, he had been an intelligence and operations officer in Bukidnon, Misamis Occidental, Zamboanga Peninsula, and Sulu, a chief of police and a company commander from 1989 to 1999. He is no ordinary officer. He always makes an effort to improve and to academically equip himself. Aside from the mandatory courses offered by the PNP, he also took up his master's in public policy at the Graduate Institute for Policy Study in Tokyo, Japan, 2006 to 2007, as a Japanese government scholar, and the International Senior Police Officers Command course in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, 2012. An officer with long international policing exposure, a United Nations mission veteran, having been deployed to UN peacekeeping missions 3 times. Also, he has attended a series of seminars abroad, such as Computer Counterterrorism in Moscow, Russia in 2017, Efficiency in Enforcement and Licensing Procedures in Cologne, Germany, 2016, and Maritime Arms Transfers and Challenges of Illicit Trafficking Diversion in Dhaka, Bangladesh, 2016, and several in-country training but is sponsored by international partners such as rehabilitation and reintegration of violent extremist offender by the International Center for Counterterrorism, The Hague, held in Tagaytay City, 2015, export control and related border security training, Counter-Proliferation Investigations Course 2014 by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and Homeland Security Investigation held in Manila, and Prison Intelligence by the Australian Federal Police and Metropolitan Police Department of United Kingdom 2014 held in Kamkrame, Quezon City. These seminars and training make him efficient in the field of police administration. Because of his competence, he was designated to various administrative posts that further his qualifications as he ranks. He has been the chief of SOPPB section, RSD DPRM, from 2004 to 2006, Secretary to the Directorial Staff of NCRPO from 2007 to 2008, Chief Regional Personnel and Human Resource Development Division, Police Regional Office 12, 2010, Logistics Officer in the then Sulu Constabulary Command, 1989, Chief Firearms and Licensing Division and Assistant Chief of Firearms and Explosives Office, CSG, 2016, an Exceptional Officer in the field of operations and a Master in the field of intelligence. He had been with DIPO Western Mindanao 2011 as its Chief Operations, in DIPO Eastern Mindanao 2012 as Chief Intelligence, and as Chief Regional Intelligence Division in Police Regional Office 9 from 2013 to 2015. Officer in charge of the Zamboanga City Police Office, BRO9, and defended the city against the rogue MNLF elements during the historical Zamboanga siege in 2013. Such a heroic act earned him the most coveted Cavalier Awards for police operations given by BMA Alumni Association Incorporated in 2016. With these qualifications and achievements, he earned the trust and confidence of the PNP leadership, which paved the way for a very significant position that will forever cement his contributions to the PNP. He was handpicked by then Chief of PNP, now Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, to lead the Counterintelligence Task Force, CITF, as its commander. The CITF was created to run after rogue police officers involved in illegal and criminal activities, and during his stint, a total of 368 individuals were charged administratively and criminally, which contributed immensely to the image rebuilding of the PNP. His excellent performance and exercise of professionalism in every designation paved the way for his promotion to the star ranks. As a star rank officer, he held the following positions: Executive Officer of the Directorate for Human Resource and Doctrine Development, wherein he introduces various improvements in that directorate. Director of the Philippine National Police Academy, where he coined the term RAPA, Responsibility, Accountability, Privileges, and Authority. Commander of the Area Police Command Northern Luzon, Western Mindanao, and the Visayas, wherein he institutionalized the Condition Situation Response System, CSRS, down to the smallest unit of the PNP. The Chief of the Directorial Staff, wherein he introduces his own formulated management tools to the whole PNP organization, the OPAR, IPAR, DMAC, and SCDI. His more than 37 years of service in the PNP is recognized through 182 awards, decorations, and appreciations. All these achievements are shared with his wife, Marie Michelle, and their two lovely daughters, Joanna Antoinette and Johanna Tony Marie. Our honoree is a man of honor and integrity, a man who doesn't settle for the best, but always strives for the better best, a man who was never dissuaded by worldly ambitions, a man with a strong faith in God, guided by Jeremiah 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Our honoree, the Deputy Chief of PNP for Administration, Police Lieutenant General Jose Chiquito Miparanum Malayo,